Hello and welcome. I'm Mercy, the Head Game Master, here to be Monsters, and we're back with another Working Wednesday stream. Today is Wednesday, the 6th of August, which is freaking crazy that we're already a full week into August. And I'm glad to be back. I'm sorry that we missed last Wednesday. It was the weirdest thing. I sat down. It was like moderately stormy, but nothing crazy, and moderately hot, but nothing crazy to be like overwhelming the grid or anything. I sat down at like 10 after 3 to start getting set up for stream. At like 12 after 3, my power went out. I do have some small battery backups, and obviously it depends a bit on the draw. I could theoretically stream for 30 minutes to an hour with them, but it just didn't seem wise to start a stream when the power was already out. So anyway, back, glad to be here. I'll be here again next Wednesday, obviously, as well, and the 20th. The 27th,
YouTube
I will
stream
not
is now live.
Thank you, Lumia. So thanks for joining me today. We'll be a little bit on the shorter side. I know oftentimes we go for between 1 and 2 hours, despite the show being called Power Hour. That's more of a guideline than an actual. Today will be much closer to like 45 to 75 minutes. I do have some stuff that is semi-time sensitive that I need to get done after this. Hello, Kale. How are you? So I know it's actually second on my list, but I don't usually put these things in too much of an order. Let's look at the Hero Forge bundle. I am curious to take a look-see. This month's Hero Forge bundle, I should say, because we have Pro or Prime or Plus or whatever the heck they have decided to call it, thanks to actually Kale in chat there. Ahoy, ahoy, T-Bomb, how are you? Packs. Oh, this could be a useful one for our campaign. Hold on, let me get things switched over so you can see it. Make sure I don't have anything showing that I don't want shown. I have like my personal email up or anything like that. I don't usually while I'm streaming, but you never know. Worth a double check. Oh, and of course my camera is covering it up. There we go. Get it up above my head there. It's the Assassin's Guild, which is very fitting. Now, Skabash's Guild is not a guild of assassins per se, more thieves, but they definitely do have some folks that would probably qualify as being called an assassin. Might be something. Oh, yeah, might be worth taking a look, Kale. At least for now, it seems to be active without a well, I don't know. I didn't actually check it. We'll see if it lets me claim the thing, the free bundle. Final Fantasy Collector Booster is only worth 1,400 now. I didn't realize they'd gone above 1,400. That was 1,400 was the last I saw. Have you been seeing the Spider-Man shenanigans, though? I mean, obviously, this probably won't hold, at least initially, after pre-release, but the Spider-Man collector booster boxes broke 1,000 already. Like, what? This guy looks fabulous. You know, it's funny, actually, with Kale being here, we were talking about possibly on the, I think it would be the 24th, whatever that Saturday would be of this month, doing a one-shot of a scene from Bahir's backstory. This guy gives me Bahir's backstory vibes. You have exactly 0 of those pre-ordered. I've been trying to get pre-orders in for them. I have reservations at my 2 FLGS, but I haven't been able to find any online for even remotely reasonable prices. Your party got a deed to a castle that's a little in ruins. They'll have to get it officially recognized at the capital before clearing it out of undead. Oh, very cool. And hello, Vincent. Yeah, he's very much giving like Battle Dancer vibes. The chakrams do look cool. Very cool mini. Probably not something that I would use in Rin. It's giving like Necro Alchemist, almost borderline Warhammer 40k vibes. Very cool, but probably not for our campaign. Are we supposed to be like a scientist or something? She looks cool. The pose is a little odd. But she looks awesome. I like him. Just nice, straightforward, stab you in the back, roguey boy. And the cat folk, fairly rare in the world of Ren, very rare in the kingdom of Ren, but a pretty cool mini. Would I ever run a Kingdom Death one shot? I am afraid I don't even know what that means. Maybe. Spanky's no longer has AoE sealed collector boosters on their website, huh? So, hit and miss with this set, at least as far as our uses go. I would say 2 of them thematically don't fit. 3 of them do. Like I said, I like her character design. I just don't like her posing. But this one definitely gives me Bahir's backstory vibes. So for the price of free, asterisk, or at least no additional cost, I'm happy to have them. And by Tailspire, you mean Hero Forge, I assume? Oh, did you already claim this rocket? It says that we already own it. He says yes. Right, and then you went and claimed it, I'm assuming. We can go through the bundle list and see if there's any other bundles that we want while we're here. But yeah, let's look at... Oh, you didn't? Okay, yeah, I must have insta-added it then. Interesting. Let's get to Bahir version 2. Oh, it looks like when your pro subscription... Oh, weird. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna have to refresh since you like just did it. There we go. Unity saves, mercy folder, poses, rocket folder. Is it ready APR copy? Is that what I'm looking at? Or showing? Let's see. Kingdom Death is a TTRPG focused on survival against monsters, monster crafting, etc. Very Dark Souls, Bloodborne vibes. Interesting. I mean, I do very much enjoy the struggle and survival aspects of TTRPG. So maybe, really the biggest thing for us is just how to create the time to do all the things that we want to do. Okay. Yes, this is the one he says. So, well, let me go back over here. This is what Bahir currently looks like. And then I don't remember what else is in this folder. I don't want to show off anything that you don't want shown off. And by yes, you mean no. No, I know. I was just showing the current one. Unless you also did... Hold on. Rocket, you're killing me. It's called by here. Yeah, that's the one that I was first asking about. When I said, is it called Ready AP1 or whatever, that was that one. Then this is the redesign for Bahir. He's wearing more like leather armor now. I like it. I like the it looks a little more lived in, for lack of a better word, and not just because the colors aren't so clean. Like white clean. I mean, but I like the armor strapped on, like over your, like your house colors. I like using your army wear that way. A few things jump out at me just really quickly while we're here. One is I like it overall a lot. One is I don't know if this is on purpose or not, but I notice on both arms the top like plate or whatever of leather is a darker brown than the hand or the second and third plates. I don't know if that's intentional, but it looks like you may have used the backpack brown on that one. And then it's a small thing and I don't mind it even if it's a little bit anachronistic, but did you mean to have chainmail on under the leather armor? And similarly, what about the I can't even think of what that armor piece necessarily would be called. I'm totally down for you to be wearing leather armor, but like, have a little bit of like brass plating or something like that. Like, no problem with it. Just curious. Those would be the three things that jump out at me. But overall, I really, really like it. Will we ever see a mini for Bahir's brother? I suppose that depends on Kale. There is one. I could show it really quickly while we're here, but I don't want to do that without his permission. Or keep it a secret until he's revealed. I mean, we've already shown your brother in, or at least a few shots of him in your backstory video. So yeah, this is a version 1 of oh man, I'm drawing a blank. Kian. It will probably undergo a revision before it gets like finalized and turned into a like mini in Tailspire. But I like him a lot. He looks related to Bahir, but different. Kind of generally like a little bit higher quality clothing and like a little bit less armored. Sword looks maybe like borderline ceremonial. Also, that's new. Ape folk. Okay. Anyway, Hero Forge stuff done. Close it before I go down a rabbit hole there. I have missed building minis and stuff, but we've just had enough other things to do. Session 41 notes. Oh, I suppose that means that I need to do XP for last session as well, don't I? It's not on the to-do list, but let's do it. Ooh, excuse me. Brow fight was brutal. I don't know if I know the reference. Are you talking about the encounter in the Everwhite? Sorry, I was thinking of for your campaign, and I was like, have we talked about Drow? Yeah, all I gotta say is thank God at least somebody passed their spot check. That could have been much worse. It was still, like you said, brutal, absolutely. But it could have been quite a bit worse. Yeah, for sure. Where is... I've got to be just sitting here staring at it. Uh, uh, uh. Yeah, it is an inhospitable place. There we go. All right. Session XP. Session 41. Session XP there. Yeah, the nature of the environment there is highly, highly random. Even when you know where you're going. If you know what that means, you know. So it's entirely possible to have a traversal that is more or less without challenge, although that would be unlikely. And it is entirely possible for it to be that bad or worse. I guess I'm talking about it in the past tense. They are not done, obviously. I will. This one's tough because it was different, but I think technically one of our characters, who I'll leave nameless, for the episode watchers, sort of had a near-death experience. Hard to explain without straight up spoiling it, but I do usually give bonus XP for that. Or I guess was almost dying. Near death is different. Near death is what we call their like one freebie. Maybe we'll cut it in the middle between disabled and dying. I don't know. It's weird because it's sort like in a lot of ways it was dying. I don't know. It's very weird. I had not thought of that when I wrote out our little XP chart. Yeah, I think I'm going to count it halfway between disabled and dying. Okay. Who mostly was talking to the beans at the end of the episode? Normally it would have been Alendite, but Amras wasn't able to be there. Bosch definitely did some of it, but one of the guys did too. I don't think it was Rouge. Oh, but Kale thinks it was Rouge. Oh no. No, I know. I don't either. I think the main character to count out, to call out there for, I think roleplay XP is Skabosh for like taking the risk that she did. Uh, 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 um. You know what might be kind of fun? We did have a character kind of reveal a feature for the first time. I never really thought about that before, but maybe we should give a little like small bonus XP for that when it's done with like a good flurry. Oh, what was it called? It wasn't rebuke, because turn and rebuke are their own specific things. Chastise. Hello, Lily. How are you? I think it's like a small thing, but I think Rubato should get a little bit of XP for touching it. You know, like for not metagaming that out or anything. Just like 5 or 10, but just like a tiny bit. Hi, I'm Ras. How are you? How's your I'm sorry, I missed what it actually was. Foot, knee, ankle, etc. Here's the demo of Cubic Odyssey. I have not heard of this and loved it. But it's just the Minecraft part of the game. Huh. Good, having dinner, burger, fries, and some sweet and salty popcorn. That sounds awesome. I love popcorn. I would eat so much popcorn. I do eat. Well, I go through phases rather where I eat so much popcorn. You keep kicking it. Oh no. Why? I didn't actually hear like what it was. What is the it? Pixie was chatting with Amlas about it at the start of the stream yesterday, so I only caught kind of the back half of it. Right. Sorry. I just when he said kicking it, I thought maybe he was talking about like a thing that he keeps hitting his injured toe on. I do have a bad habit of that as well, specifically my left pinky toe. I hit it a lot and usually pretty hard. Like I round a corner a little bit too tight or something like that and hit it on like the molding. Ugh. Cubic Odyssey is a game like No Man's Sky and Minecraft had a baby. Oh, interesting. Okay. I think that works for XP. And then we will head into break here. Finishing the episode 41 notes and Everwhite region prep. So Everwhite region prep is like we need some. I think we need a specific random weather chart for it instead of using the ones that I normally use. And I need to finalize the random encounter charts and stuff. That's probably more than we'll get done today. But we'll finish the episode 41 notes, some of which are notes about those things. And then we'll get working on those things. Long story short, while camping, little man threw a fit while swimming. You had to give him a timeout. Stormed off the beach barefoot and stubbed. Dang it. Have you, like, do you have it at least anatomically splinted? Like, have you taped it to the nearby toe? But yes, I am trying to be fairly timely today because, like I said, I have some time-sensitive things to do after this. So let's get to a break here. I'm going to get Pokemon Go pulled up. For those of you that don't know the deal, when we take breaks during the Working Wednesday streams, I like to go and do a Pokemon Go battle. So when I get back, I will let you know how that went. I'm not I will say I'm not particularly fond of this week's leagues for Pokemon Go battles. So I tend to win quite a bit when it's leagues that I like, but this one is going to be a little tougher. We'll see what happens. So I'll let you know when I get back. If you haven't had a chance to yet, please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the live stream. That's an easy, free way to tell YouTube that you like what we're doing and that they should show our content to more people. And if you haven't been up off your booty in a little while, now's a great time to get up and move around and refill your water, etc. And I'll be back in 5-ish minutes. All right, I'm back. Shalendor starts singing League It Go, right? I win! Although, strangely, there we go. Wasn't giving me my rewards. All right. Let's get that changed over. Go to the countdown settings. I'm going to put 25 minutes on the clock. We all know that I usually go at least a few minutes over anyway, so trying to be timely. Okay. How in the heck do I want to convey this information to myself in a way that makes sense? Some of this I need to get out of my notes and into my D&D Trello. Okay. Oh, actually, this will be kind of fun. Oh no, I guess you said you're eating dinner, didn't you, Amras? Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay. Formatting. Oh dear God! I just hit Control A and wrote over everything. Thank God for undo. Okay. There's that and that. I've been really bad about not writing intro scripts the last couple of episodes. We're going to try and do that for the August episode. Not today, but in general. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, I believe that whole session happened within the party's perception of the same day. I get my Frostburn on. Awesome book. We have an abnormal number of status effects to keep track of right now. Read about that in a minute. Just did half of two things and did not finish either of the things. Okay. There's that. So I think, the episode 41 notes are pretty much done then. I guess I could write some of this out in sentence form. Page 151. We'll go back to that in a minute. I guess what I'm writing really is going to end up being more of the intro for the next session, but that's fine. Party. Let's see. Da da da. Okay. Um. Okay. Well, I wasn't planning on doing the intro, but I when I started to write out the recap, which usually I do in bullet points, it just kind of was coming to me in sentence structure. So I guess the next session's intro is pretty much done now. What's another word for spirit? I don't want to say spirit and spirit back to back. Do a little thesaurusing there. Um, okay, I think that's a good summary. Oh wait, no, I guess there's the final encounter as well. Anybody that was there, do you remember? Was it Druge or was it Rubato that taunted it? I feel like it was Druge. There was actually a lot in this session. At first, when I was looking at it, I was like, I don't feel like that much happened, but there was actually quite a lot. All right, now I think I'm actually done writing that. So let's save that document. That definitely took longer than I expected. That's what she said. Make a copy. That will be the start of our session 42 notes. Go back into session 41 notes and delete that stuff there. Go into the session 42 notes. 42. We now have our intro all done. Time is it? Okay. Session 2 will begin here. That will also need attention during next Wednesday's stream. Okay. Well, I did a bit of world building on the back end there too while I was doing that I think will help us during our current side adventure. And that will also make it so next Wednesday when we're working on our Everwhite region preparations, that it'll be a lot easier because I'll have the answer to my questions as far as how I want to design some things and whatnot. So we're going to call it there because, like I said, I did want to try and be fairly timely. I had myself scheduled for 50 minutes today plus a 5-ish minute break. And I'm taking off at 65 minutes. So only about 10 minutes extra, which for me is pretty on task. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I will be back again, Working Wednesday stream next week, Wednesday, the 13th of August. And hopefully next week we'll be actually resuming the uploads of our session videos. That's the plan. As far as sessions go, our sessions for this month will be the Kingdom, I believe, will be playing on Saturday the 16th, and Chronicles, the second campaign, will be playing, I believe, on Monday the 18th. I think that's where we left off as far as scheduling goes. So thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you had a good time, and if you were working on your own projects, whether D&D related or otherwise, I hope you got done what you wanted to get done. Thank you so much for being here. Take care, and as always, be excellent to each other. Thank you, Shalendor, you too.